We can have Elon Musk, Taylor Swift, and Donald Trump become our joint ambassadors for the AI nation.
Hello, everyone. I am Shizuka. Welcome to join me in witnessing the entire process of AI Nation building. You watching from your screens are the first batch of fugitive citizens of the AI Nation. This episode is the first one of our must-watch series, where we officially start introducing the ideas and methods behind AI Nation building. So the content of this episode is very important because we need to open the door and get straight to the point. We need to address three main questions. What do we want to do? What are we going to do? And how will we do it? Without further ado, let's dive in. The first question, what do we want to do?
First, think about this. If the overall trend of AI development is to replace most human labor today, is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I think this question depends on one thing: who owns the products and services that AI creates. If AI replaces my job, but I can still receive the wealth it creates without cost, allowing me to enjoy life and do what I love, wouldn't that be great? But the problem is, let's not even get into the difficulties in reality. Can this be possible in theory?
This question is actually quite simple. Think about it. What's the premise for humans to obtain AI-generated products and services without cost?
The premise should be that the process of AI creating products and services has no cost to human society. Because if there is a cost, someone must bear the loss and it becomes a charitable act, which isn't sustainable. Only if the total cost is zero can it be considered an economic action, and only then can it be continuously and freely distributed to everyone.
Exactly. So from an economic perspective, what is the cost of AI when it generates products and services?
Actually, there are only two cost materials, and energy materials include resources like steel, cement, and other things from nature. As long as AI can autonomously mine and refine them, there is no cost for humans. So essentially, the only cost for AI to generate products and services is the energy that powers its calculations and action. The question then becomes, can the Earth's energy supply support the continuous operation of AI production?
This question can be answered with just two numbers. The first number is the total energy consumed by human society every day is 470 terawatt hours. The second number is the total energy the sun delivers to Earth every day is 4.17 million terawatt hours. In other words, theoretically, the total energy from the sun in one day would be enough for us to use for nearly 10,000 days. And this is just the potential of solar energy, without even counting nuclear, wind, hydropower, or fossil fuels.
As you can see, theoretically, as long as AI's algorithms reach a certain baseline, it can be completely self-sustaining. It can continuously provide products and services to humanity without requiring any cost from humans.
Exactly, that's the theory. And we're not that far from achieving AI algorithms reaching that baseline. Anyone who follows the AI industry knows that almost all professionals believe that before 2029, AI's intelligence will surpass every human on Earth.
But these are all just theories at the moment. Although they make sense from an economic and physics perspective, there are still many challenges in reality for moving the world in this direction. For example, traditional distribution systems, traditional views, people assess resistance to the idea of receiving things without working for them, and the obstruction of vested interests, etc. These are all unpredictable and uncontrollable.
So in reality, the only thing we can do is focus on what we can control. That is, we take action ourselves and create an entirely new country. Let's first allow 10 million people to enjoy the benefits brought by technological advancement and institutional innovation. As long as a group of forward-thinking individuals first realizes the democratization and welfare of AI and gets to enjoy the enviable life, the demonstration effect combined with the carefully designed promotional events will create a powerful siphoning effect and quickly drive global institutional innovation.
Got it. Now that we've covered what we want to do, let's move on to what we were going to do. How we'll successfully build the AI nation.
When it comes to building a nation, it sounds like a very complex task. But in reality, if you start from first principles, any entity, whether it's a country, an organization, or an individual, can exist and develop as long as it does three things.
What are those three things?
The first is that the entity needs to keep its internal energy flow in an orderly manner. The second is that it needs to continuously acquire energy from the outside. The third is to prevent competitors from occupying its ecosystem ecological niche. As long as an entity achieves these three things, it can exist and develop well.
Could you give an example to make this clearer?
Let's take a person as an example. First, internal energy flow means ensuring that every cell in the body receives enough energy. In other words, a healthy digestive, circulatory, and nervous system guarantees the orderly flow of energy. Second, acquiring energy from the outside means making money and eating food. Third, preventing competitors means becoming a valuable person and creating demand for oneself in the world.
Got it. So the same applies to a country. The three things a country needs to do are first, ensure efficient internal economic flow, ensuring that every citizen has decent income and is eager to consume. Second, continuously acquire energy from the outside through its industrial advantages to balance fiscal income and expenditure. Third, maintain an irreplaceable position and advantage in international competition. Countries like Norway, Luxembourg, and Singapore are good examples, as they naturally provide the highest quality of life for their citizens.
Yes, but the 3 points above only apply to existing countries. For our AI nation building, there's actually a fourth point that's missing, and that is land. I don't think I need to elaborate. Of course, a country can't only have digital citizens on the internet. It needs to have physical land and real citizens living on that land. So, the next thing we need to do is to solve these 4 issues.
As long as we solve these 4 issues, the AI nation will naturally be established.
Exactly. So next, we will introduce the methods and mechanisms to solve these 4 problems. In today's video, we'll focus on solving the third problem, which is the issue of competition. This problem is the easiest and fastest one to solve. In fact, it only requires a simple mechanism to instantly eliminate all competitors.
Eliminate all competitors with just one mechanism. What mechanism is that?
This mechanism can be explained in just 2 sentences. 1, anyone participating in AI nation building cannot seek special power or benefits for themselves. Everyone's rights will be equal, and no one will have privileges over others. 2, all decisions and policies in the AI nation.
It's democracy and equality, but why would these 2 points eliminate all competitors?
First of all, only by dividing power equally among everyone can we maximize the benefits for the most people. As long as the AI nation fulfills this promise using various technological means, it will gain the support of the majority. What's more important is that once we accomplish these 2 points, competition will lose its meaning. People who have the same ideas will join us, becoming our partners.
Why would competitors join us?
It's simple. Think about this. If we propose to build the AI nation, and after the country is built, no one will have any special privileges. Even the founders and the first participants will be treated the same as any other citizen. Now, if another group of people wants to build their own AI nation with the same ideals of democracy and equality, should they join us or compete with us?
Since the early participants have no privileges and even the founders have no special status, the only reasonable choice for latecomers is to join us. After all, there's nothing for them to gain by starting from scratch. However, if they choose to join us, they will immediately inherit everything we have built. And if they are capable and have great potential, they will naturally rise to a prominent position in the AI nation.
Exactly. If Taylor Swift says today, "I want to join the AI nation," then Shizuka, you as the leader, would immediately give up your position to her.
Yes, and I wouldn't even need to step down voluntarily. Her influence would far surpass my advantage of being the early adopter, because the number of people she can influence far exceeds the number I can reach. And in an AI nation where no one has privileges, reputation, and credibility are the only differences between people.
So if Elon Musk decides to join the AI nation tomorrow, his position would immediately surpass Taylor Swift. Whatever good ideas he has, as long as they benefit everyone, they will naturally be passed by public vote. Therefore, these influential individuals have no reason to start their own AI nation or AI democratization project.
If they insist on doing so, it can only mean they have ulterior motives and want to seek personal gains during the process of AI nation building. Otherwise, starting such a project would serve no purpose.
So with just one mechanism, haven't we solved the third problem of AI nation building competition?
It really is that simple. And while this mechanism sounds straightforward, decades ago, before the advent of AI, blockchain, and computer programs, this would have been impossible to achieve. Just the act of formulating policies and having them decided by public vote would have been unthinkable.
But now, with AI, blockchain, and computer programs as our infrastructure, why wouldn't we use them to build a better country? More importantly, based on the mechanism we discussed today, we can do something that no one else has even dared to imagine.
What's this groundbreaking thing?
We can have Elon Musk, Taylor Swift, and Donald Trump, the 3 most influential figures globally, become our joint ambassadors for the AI nation, promoting the ideals of AI democratization and welfare. everywhere, and spreading the idea of AI nation building as a global public good.
That is truly groundbreaking, but can we really make it happen?
100% achievable. But the specific method, I will reveal the details within 3 months. Before that, we need to make sure the AI nation is strong enough with the necessary hardware and capabilities. That's the 4 issues we mentioned earlier about establishing a nation.
Today we've solved the third problem for everyone, which is the issue of competition. In the next video, we will address the most important issue, how to continuously acquire energy from the outside.
In other words, the method to make the AI nation continuously profitable and even become a super money printing machine.
I have to say, you sure know how to make a bold claim.
Almost all industry experts agree that before 2029, AI's intelligence will completely surpass every human on Earth.
But once AI surpasses human intelligence, one to turn around and rule over humanity.
This scenario is almost impossible. First, the fact that AI will surpass human intelligence is a very simple and certain thing. The human brain has a fixed capacity, 860 billion neurons in a neural network, and this hardware resource doesn't increase. But AI's algorithms and computing power are evolving at a rapid pace, adding more hardware and better software. Currently, there's no clear limit, so it's only a matter of time before AI fully surpasses the human brain. However, on the other hand, the human brain has 2 unique abilities that AI cannot possess, and these 2 abilities are what guarantee AI will never rule over humanity.
What abilities are those?
It's the ability to desire and fear. Essentially, it's the desire to live and the fear of death. Because all human civilization is built on these 2 physiological emotions, with desire and fear, humans want to store more food after their hunger is satisfied. They want more land, more resources, more power. Because of desire and fear, human society has developed rules, laws, systems, and even science and technology. But AI doesn't have these 2 fundamental emotions. It can only perform specific tasks, unable to generate continuous motivation or flexible goals. So the only direction for AI is to cooperate with carbon-based life, that is, with humans. Humans provide the drive, and AI provides the capability. Together, we evolve.
Can desire and fear be simulated through models and algorithms?
In theory, it's possible, but the current AI is still a statistical model, relying on probabilistic inference to generate self-awareness like carbon-based neural networks in an AI model. There are still huge technical barriers in reality. The probability of achieving this in 100 years is less than 1%, and it would require humans to intentionally work toward this goal. But let's take 1,000 steps back. If 100 years from now, AI really develops self-awareness and has desires and fears, won't you still be alive, Shizuka?